to Danny Baker. Now, Danny Baker, there he is. That's Danny Baker. If you're British, you're probably well aware of him. He's a radio presenter. He's been a TV presenter. He's done advertising. He's always around. Chirpy Cockney fella. Chirpy Cockney chap. Does a lot of sport stuff for the radio. He's in a spot of bother. He must have made like hundreds of football tweets. I think it was yesterday. And you know, over here, we've got all this fascination with the royal family. And globally, it appears, and they've had a baby. Which I guess in very abstract terms, I'm as happy for them as I would be as anyone else that's had a kid, I suppose.
Yeah,
two young people have had a kid. Good, enjoy. You know,
they've dropped the gender neutral thing though. Day one, that it's a boy. It's like, all right, okay.
Got rid of that shit. But again, two people have had a kid. It's great. I'm not really terribly interested in them or the child. It's, yeah, great. You had a healthy baby. Good for you. Same as I would for anybody. But over here, there's been this intense fascination with how, you know, when are they going to show us the child? Because apparently it makes the nation happy. I didn't know that. I didn't know it's a great change. It makes people happy. And what's the name going to be? What's the name going to be? And there was speculation. Apparently he's called Archie. What is it? Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor.
That's almost exactly it, yeah. If it isn't it, it's very close to that.
It's got to be that. I think that's it. Said it on the news last night. Watching the news that game. So I'm pretty sure that's right. But anyway, regardless, it's an intense thing. And, you know, not everyone in Britain is a royalist. I'm not a royalist. I would very much be in favour of a republic over here. I'm not keen. Now, over on the far right, there's been lots of racism about Meghan Markle. There really has, genuinely, because she's mixed race. Dad's white, mum's black, so she's just mixed race. And there's lots of people who just seen some in chat there. Did it have a ginger afro and all this shit? Whatever, you know, it's just it's how people are. But Danny Baker's in a lot of trouble because he tweeted this. Royal baby leaves hospital with a posh man, a posh lady, and a chimpanzee dressed as a human being. Now, choose my words carefully because Daz might be watching, one of the trigger warning team, who's ferociously in the corner of Danny Baker because he likes him. But there's two ways of looking at this. Either Danny Baker is a racist, or Danny Baker isn't a racist. That's about it. The argument has raged online, raged to the point that Danny Baker, I mean, he removed the tweet. When someone told him that, oh, this could be racist, he was like, what do you mean, racist? And everyone's like, he must have known. But anyway, all right, I'll take it down. He took it down. He's been fired from BBC Radio today. And I'd just like to point out, wherever his stance is, where he's done, bear in mind, this is the BBC that knowingly protected paedophiles for fucking years. And the worst kind of excesses. But he posted a picture of a chimpanzee in a suit. Therefore, he must hang. Now, he said, I didn't know this was racist. I don't have a diseased mind. That's not how I saw it. It's a chimpanzee in a human outfit. He used to have sections on his show about chimpanzees dressed as famous people. It was just funny to him. He's of an age... I mean, I'm of an age, but he's really of an age where the PG chimps were a big thing. It was the PG tips, tea bags, and advertising on television was chimpanzees dressed as humans, usually doing menial jobs and having a nice cup of tea. He was raised around that, and it was never thought as a slur against black people because they were never presented as black people. They were just presented as people. And he might have just thought, oh, this would be funny. You know, it's chimp in a suit. How it goes. If we're going to allow him that, if we say that is what it is, he just thought it was funny, he didn't think, you know, whatever, just, you know, it's a chimp in a suit. There we go. If he genuinely believed that, then does that make all the people that see it as a racist trope racist? Now, there is something, though, because you've got to be fair about these things, haven't you? You've got to look at it from all angles. That's what we like to do. Danny's really into football. There is a problem with racism in football still. And he knows that if people are being racist against players, they make ape and monkey noises. More ape noises, to be honest. So he knows there is an association with racists between black people and apes. But that doesn't mean he made that association when he saw the picture. Human brains often work how they work. But as I say, some people have run with it. There's a lady that writes for, I believe it's Metro, a newspaper website over here in the UK. It's Kelechi Okafor. She's a black lady, obviously. Gonna be more sensitive to racism. She's black. She's probably suffered more than she ever should have, to be fair, from racists. I'm gonna be much more sensitive to it. She takes a slightly different view that he did know. He must have known. If he didn't, that's just as bad. It's just as bad. Because she says here, Danny Baker insists that his tweet isn't racist because his mind isn't diseased. And she goes on to say, and I think that statement actually annoyed me more than his horrendous tweet. I am bored of hearing people defending their racist actions with statements like, I'm not racist because I'm not a bad person. Apparently, perpetuating racism doesn't require you to be a bad person. It merely requires that your views of the world are informed by the myth you've been socialized into from birth that you are superior to another group of people based on race. So she's decided that even subconsciously Danny Baker believes he's better than people of a different race. And I've seen a lot of people on Twitter jump on this, saying, oh, he's got previous form and all that. And what I found when I tried to look, I know Graham tried to look as well, his previous form, predominantly when it comes to black people, was that he was a massive champion of soul music and black disco music and things of that nature, a massive champion of it, which doesn't sound terribly racist. Maybe it is. I don't know. I always thought racist people wouldn't want to champion black people in the slightest. I don't know that he is racist. I do know that when I saw the tweet, I did think, oh, you're going to cop it for this. Because no matter what, black people are sensitive towards it. And fair enough. SJWs will run with it. They don't really give a fuck about how anyone feels. They just know they got an opportunity to beat someone to fucking death for being a racist, which doesn't take much to most of the SJWs. But we did find some evidence, didn't we, Graham, that he is a crashing, stupendous racist. Look at that. More power for whiter whites. Shocking. Proof, if ever anyone needed, that Danny Baker is actually, no, it just proves that he sold washing powder, doesn't it?
I'm literally shaking right now.
How can he sell washing powder? Monster. That's actual violence right there. Yeah, we couldn't find any evidence of previous racism from Danny Baker. None whatsoever. But apparently he's now a crashing racist. And what was it? There's a line here I wanted to bring out. Because essentially, well, to paraphrase, she's glad Danny was relieved of his role as a DJ at the BBC because men like him say incredibly racist things frequently and it is explained away. Men like him. What kind of man is he? So I don't know if Danny Baker's racist now. I can't find any evidence that he's racist. I can find evidence that he made an incredibly poor decision in posting that tweet, knowing how the world is now and how some people do interpret it and how they do feel about these sort of things. But no one is ever given the chance to just fuck up. Just to get something wrong. No one's ever given the chance to apologise. Oh, fucking hell, I made the wrong choice there. Sorry about that. And that's what he tried to do, didn't he? When it all blew up, he went, oh, fuck, is that what that means? Oh,
40 minutes later, he apologised, said he didn't mean it that way. There's another thing in terms of monkey as well. It's a derogatory term for Northerners here. And more, especially so people from Manchester. Northern monkey, yeah.
Also, you call kids little monkeys.
Yeah, of course you do. The problem is we're sort of like importing the American usage of it, and it's all what.
But it has been a football thing for a long time.
Oh yeah,
throwing bananas on the fucking pitch and all that.
I'm not denying that, but it's like, well, the moment you let that be the only usage of it, then you've lost that word, you've lost the concept to the racist.
But I do know that the minute I saw it. as a professional in broadcasting, him, not me, he fucked up.
He did.
He fucked up massively.
But he's a human being, though. I mean, just, you know.
But everyone can fuck up. As long as it is a fuck up. And we can't find any evidence that he's ever been racist in any way, shape, or form. And he's not one of those people. Maybe he just made it's chimpanzee in a fucking outfit. That'll look funny. Say it's the royal baby. He honestly might not make a connection between that and what racists call black people. If you're not racist, why would you? Now, I would think, I'm not going to post that, given, she's mixed race. I know what I'm, because remember Michelle Obama used to be called ape in heels and all that shit. You see a lot of people saying, it's disgusting how they get the things that are said about Trump online. I remember the shit that was said about the Obamas online as well. No one's innocent of that crap. There's people on both sides that act like complete and utter twats. And to kids as well. The way they spoke about Obama's daughters was disgusting. The way they talk about Barron Trump is fucking hideous. That poor kid. He always looks terrified. And I'm not surprised. Not surprised. He had to see that comedian woman waving about a severed head, his dad's severed head, and all the shit that he gets. He's dreadful. Well, people have no barriers now. They'll go after anything. And I think Danny Baker's just, a symptom of that. He just made a fucking terrible choice. And he's going to pay a price for it now, where he will always be a racist. The same as Count Dankula will always be an anti-Semite. Basically a Nazi, isn't he? They just call him, they don't fuck around, call him a Nazi. Sargon will always be the rape guy.
Roseanne as well. It's very similar to Roseanne.
Yeah, very similar.
That was whoever it was does look. She did have a Planet of the Apes haircut. She looked like someone from Planet of the Apes, and she certainly didn't look black. But even if she was black, she still had the same fucking haircut, the weird bowl thing,
and that fuck bar. That was it, wasn't it?
But the problem is, though, when you react like this and you panic and you fire people and you go and you specifically say intent doesn't matter, then you're letting the racist win.
Of course
you're giving that word power. You're giving them influence. And you've just got to not. It's just ridiculous, man. That they can't. They're so close-minded. They can't see what they're doing.
Look how it's
like
infiltrating
that.
Everything now.
Yeah.
The online world, the advertising. We call what was that I called him on Drone Tech Show? The tall Tyrion Lannister.
Yeah.
Tall Tyrion Lannister, which is Jack from Twitter. If you're not familiar, go and look at his picture. He's a tall Tyrion Lannister.
He does look like him. Yeah.
He said no one should have to log on to find out what's going on in the world and spend more time blocking and muting and reporting people. You're right. No one should spend all the time blocking. Block a couple. Crack on. Don't be such a fucking pussy. I'm not talking about black people offended by this. I'm just about in general now. People are so fucking sensitive now. They're so fucking sensitive. We get people giving us shit every week just for the shit we talk about. No, it doesn't matter. It's just an opinion. It can't kill you. I'm not attacking you. It's not personal. It's just an opinion. If you don't like it, tell me why I'm wrong or don't watch. Doesn't mean anything. People take everything to heart now. Everything's serious. Everything's a problem. Their politics are defined strictly by the stereotypical positions they're supposed to take. Everyone's fucking upset. And 1 minute someone will be saying, it's just for the lulz. You're a pussy. You're a snowflake. You say one thing that goes against their side of shit, lose their shit completely. Lose the shit completely. Leftists lose the shit just randomly. Conservatives keep telling you those leftists lose the shit all the time. The minute you say anything about hunting and guns, dummy out, wheels off the bus.
Well, they look at gammon, perfectly acceptable racial insult,
Yeah.
like one that just people will laugh about, do articles about, gifs and everything. Can you imagine having a load like gifs of like rolling monkeys and just spamming it to a black person? There's definitely a flexible thing, and the thing for me is I don't give a fuck about gammon. I think it should be there, and it has less power because we don't react to it, because no one gives a fuck about it, because people like Happy Dog go, that's our word, but it's the same thing, man. Like, you should be fucking make monkey comparisons even to black people. Just ignore it. Just fuck it off.
It's the only way to depower it, isn't it?
Yeah, and
depower it.
It's this cycle now where it's like you protect people, and they've not got the cognitive ability to actually even be able to deal with
Takes us
it.
back to the peanut allergy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So there we go. We've solved that problem.
I'm glad we solved it, man. We always
It's always
fix
good when we
it.
solve allergies and racism.
We
I
fixed
like that.
racism.
Oh, we fixed racism now.
Oh, I'm gonna
Apparently, you've just got to tell every victim of racism that they've been a bit of a pussy.
just grow the fuck up. Come
Yeah,
on,
there they go.
have a nut. Oh, by the way, we've lost Navamir. He said, I'm off. Too much racism by Hayden. Cheers.